I don't know how this matchup is particularly going to go. If it is Snake, I wonder if Snake has to really worry about the Youngling projectiles, since I know the grenades will be probably clanking a lot with them.
Yeah, so at range, I can understand, like, yeah, Snake's definitely going to be in danger if it's a lot of, like, boomerang and arrow. But once we start getting into, like, forward air, then the grenades start paying their dues, right? And so we're actually able to get that frame one grenade pull as, like, an option for a combo breaker scenario. That's going to be absolutely crucial because we know that Skittles strings are legendary.
And we're going to have to see how Grape also deals with the zoning from Skittles as well. Not only is Skittles' combo trees fantastic, but his projectile game is also very immaculate. I mean, look at that B-reverse right there. Already to start things off. You're already getting so much damage tacked on to Grape.
Using some early game tech to try to get yourself started, get yourself in the rhythm. And again, like, setting the pace of the match is probably what both players are going to need to do, and really will set the tone for the rest of the set. It will absolutely be crucial for both of these players to set their own flow chart as the main, like, dominant one.
Oh, yeah. All right. And Grape, you know, I mean, Skittles is trying to find a good place to land here on Grape. Grape has been doing such a good job of just tacking on all this residual damage. And actually, again, that frame one grenade pool going to be saving Grape from getting confirmed. From Skittles right there. Skittles always looks for those fairs to really close out the stocks because they are honestly Youngling's most powerful aerial at work.
Right. And again, there are a lot of, I mean, really, that's crazy because all of his aerials are really good.
Yeah.
Like, there's not a single bad one in the bunch. Can you imagine? He's going to be able to get that with the up air, another strong tool. And that's one of the best ones against Snake because where do you think he's going to be trying to go, especially here with no platforms, from above the ledge, falling down, trying to drift either way, and maybe dropping a C4 along the way.
And again, it's just, you know, FD might be the stage here, but there's a war zone going out here. You just have so many projectiles flying around that really each player is going to be looking for their big hit in the air to really close things out against each other.
That's right. These players are in the trenches against each other right now, and this is anything but close. It is or anything but far away from each other. It is a war of attrition. They are just pulling and tugging each other back and forth. And right now, you can tell there is a little bit of a lead forming for Skittles, but that passive damage that Snake can give to any of his opponents is going to take its toll.
The big bonus here, I think, is going to be the linearity of the fire arrow that Youngling has in his kit. All of Snake's projectiles kind of operate a little bit of an arc unless you're using Nikita, which you can pilot straight forward. But, you know, having a projectile that's going to just cut right through neutral like a hot knife through butter, Skittles is going to have a lot of openings at his disposal, so Grape really has to keep his movement ambiguous.
Right, and what's crazy is that Grape is able to use that back air so effectively because it does turn him basically prone in the air, and he's able to kind of like shrink his hurtbox so he can avoid the linear projectiles, right? Like, we're seeing that happen here, and now the down air, I mean, it's still a great option, but one of those long-lasting moves that you can actually be a bit of a gut check against an opponent.
Oh, yeah. Grape looking for this big hit, though. You know, this is what we saw him struggle a little bit against Peanut with, is just finding the final blows to a lot of these stocks. Snake has more than enough kill power at his disposal, but again, the main struggle Grape has been going through is just fighting characters that chip away at you, and unfortunately, he had one in Winners that took him out, and he may have one in Losers that takes him out if the game keeps getting paced this way.
Okay, now Nikita is one of the godsends against Youngling. Once you set up, you're able to do quite a lot, and there's not much that Skittles can do there, a bomb pull or otherwise, so it does appear as though Grape has some of the edge guard potential to make this set way more even.
Ooh, okay, definitely not privy to where that C4 was. I mean, the bottom of the stage is all black, so
yeah, it's hard.
You know, you can't really see that C4 out there, especially with the way that the stage itself actually changes colors as well. And one of those colors being red means that C4 is going to blend right in.
Exactly, right? And I mean, just dropping it, like after the initial pull, like, yeah, you kind of can forget about it. You've got to be on top of it and keep your focus on all of the parts that are moving together that is Snake's pit.
Oh, Skittles actually almost losing his life for down tilting that nade right there, and then C4 is right behind him, so he doesn't want to retreat too far back on stage.
Oh!
That was really smart on Skittles. Just jumping right into the blast zone right there. I don't know if the momentum kept going. I don't know if he B-reversed or something like that.
I'm not sure.
Grape, though, stealing that game one away from Skittles.
Yeah, a very, very nice down smash read. Really, really good stuff covering both options, and the awareness to be able to go for something like that. It is one of those moves that you don't always expect, but when it happens, you're like, I understand why I got hit with it, but wow, what a smart call out.
Oh, yeah. And then piloting ourselves into this game, too. I think Grape just found his spot very, very wisely there. You saw the difference maker was the C4 being behind Skittles. You know, typically Young Link wants to put as much space between himself and the opponent unless he has some sort of projectile to set himself up for that next hit. But if you have a bomb behind you that's about to kill you, you're probably not going to want to back up too much.
That's so true. And right now, we're taking it back to FD, which is a little bit of a choice, but I mean, either way, I mean, I saw how it benefited and hurt both players in that last one, but still, Skittles is on the receiving end of all of the benefits in Game 2 so far.
Skittles giving all the smoke right now for this first stock, just tacking on the damage further and further. I mean, all of these projectiles are hitting. Grape needs to start either shielding them or finding room with these grenades to kind of break open neutral for himself.
Exactly, and you can catch some of those Snake dash attacks, getting a little bit greedy there from Grape. He's just looking for any of these burst options to try to catch the few moments that Skittles is grounded.
Ooh, okay, the counter hit on the Cypher and actually able to air dodge off the ledge after that. That was actually really beneficial because Grape was about to lose that stock anyway.
That's what I'm saying, like Cypher, more like Cypher. He really just like baited you out and you thought. You would have
thought. Oh my god, 55 though off of
70?
all that burst range right there.
That's another day in the job for Young Link.
It's true. Snake's grenades honestly being used against him in this matchup. I mean, all these lingering aerials Skittles is putting out is applying a lot of pressure, and if Grape has that grenade just a little too close to him, he's going to be eating most of the hurting for it.
Right, exactly. And now we're forced into shield at those long-range situations. Grape having to kind of find his dash shielding, which he's been showing a good proficiency with thus far in these sets. He's very, very good at like running up and like getting the right timing on the shield so that he can continue his momentum and actually be able to do that in quick succession and close the gap.
Okay, big dare coming out from Skittles right there. Not yet closing it out. Still trying to find the bomb into downer. I love that Skittles is using dare because honestly, dare is going to go right above Snake and that's not really going to trigger the grenade too much if he's just hitting Snake right on the head.
Very true. Trying to get the forward tilt one, but no cigar. You are going to get blown up a couple more times and that's enough damage that, yeah, anything will really do the job. And Skittles is going to find the mark. Let's see if stock 3 has anything left in store for Grape.
Skittles though still moving and grooving, getting all this residual damage in, but still, oh no, actually skirting past the Nikita getting hit, and if the Nikita does get hit, you do lose control of it for a little bit. Right. So Skittles, or Grape wasn't able to capitalize there.
Exactly, right, and the perfect micro spacing there from Skittles to know that you can use the disjointed part of that up B to avoid the damaging part of the Nikita as well. Very good stuff. Trying to bait something out, does catch a jump. That's another one of those dare call-outs that Skittles knows well.
And you hear the crowd coming alive. I think it's more so for Apollo Kage versus Shinji. I think Apollo Kage did just take it
fair enough,
over Shinji. So
fair enough. Good stuff to Apollo Kage. Now Snake eaten tonight, but Grape, after winning the first game, is now being put through the ringer. We're not seeing him eat and feast just yet.
That's right. So it's looking a little tricky right now for Grape. I mean, that game Skittles, I think, was able to just find so much more mileage. And man, once Young Link has that early lead, he can just keep tacking on the damage. Even if he does lose this stock, you're getting chipped away so much.
We're going to Lilac.
This is interesting. I definitely can see this counterpick working out, given the slants of the stage, making Boomerang a little bit less of an accessible tool.
Yeah, and Arrow too sometimes, depending.
It's true, it's true. We're going to see how it works, but Lilac being legal here means that it is very, very apt to be taken advantage of. And Grape very, very clearly wanted to take advantage of Lilac out here. But
bet you forgot about the stage, huh? I know I forgot about the stage. Hey, it's back with a vengeance. Welcome to Lilac, baby.
And yeah, the unorthodox layout of the triplats on Lilac may make it a lot more difficult for Skittles to land on top of Grape. I mean, we saw how many stocks Skittles was getting by just ending it with down air.
Yeah, I mean, I would say like there's a Lilac fan club, and I would say like 90% of them are Snake mains. This is definitely one of those great stages for Snake for a lot of reasons. Dark background, hide the C4, low platforms means like literally everything you can catch is like going to be able to cover up and below that platform. So you are covering a lot of this stage with the C4, among other things, in the grenades.
It's true. And Grape definitely not having too much trouble so far, playing a lot more defensively. And you're already seeing the shift in game plan from Skittles. You know, we're seeing a lot more of Skittles trying to use Young Link's normals to try and get in instead of those projectiles because of how Lilac is laid out. Those big little bumps in the middle of the stage can catch Boomerang and Arrow and Bomb really, really seamlessly. Right. So Skittles kind of is forced subconsciously to adjust his game plan.
Exactly. And it's that subconscious nature that really makes it so devastating because it's like it takes you extra effort to actually unlearn those habits habits.
That's right.
You have to work twice as hard to get the same amount of work right now, and it does seem as though Skittles is going to be able to find it through the Nair here.
All right, though, just all these nades popping out right here for Grape, and Grape just extending this lead so nicely.
Yeah, I know.
I like the out of shield game too, you know, using down air very, very well for when Skittles is showing a little bit of hesitation because of the grenade being placed right in front of Grape.
Right, exactly. I mean, it's all of it. Like we talk about, like Grape's C4 uptime has been absolutely crazy. He knows how big of a play tool it is here, and is going to be utilizing it to its fullest extent.
All right, big down tilt. But Skittles clawing this lead back actually a little bit, you know. All he needs is really one Nair towards the edge right now to steal off the stock, and you can tell he's absolutely looking for it right now.
Yep, and still going to be able to get both of the F tilts here. Again, the micro spacing, but this time there is no escape. Grape able to overhang that ledge so effectively with the dash attack.
Yeah, he knew he had to drop Nikita right there if he wanted to get that punish, because he knew Skittles was going to be able to navigate right past it, just given how Young Link's up B works. But we're on even Stevens here. Last stock for this game 3. This is going to really shift the tides right here and make things pretty critical for one of these two players.
Exactly. This is going to be absolutely crunch time for both of them. They know that last stock there are not a lot more options you've got here left in the tank. You've been mixing up your opponent thus far, and here on Lilac, some of those mix-ups are actually starting to not work anymore.
The grenade also placement too, you know, given when you're on those more diagonal parts of the stage, your grenade bounces are going to be a little bit more weird. They're going to be more favorable to set up over the ledge, but Grape really hasn't had the opportunity to utilize that.
Very true, very true. Going to have to just get a little bit of that distance pressure with the grenade throws, but I mean, honestly, it seems as though Skittles is doing the same thing with Bomb, and it's really effective.
Still, those Skittles inching Grape closer and closer to the edge right here. Snake is at a hot 150, and Skittles has had no trouble wrapping up these stocks either. Just one straight up air, one straight down air, one straight nair. That is all Skittles is going to need to finish this one off.
Yeah, but what does Grape need? Probably like an up tilt, and with all that rage, could be enough. Maybe the edge guard could be enough. Ooh. Up tilt is going to connect, but it's not the hitter that you need it to be. You've got to find the answer quickly because you got full rage, and you got to use it somehow. You cannot let yourself overextend here.
All right, and both of these players now starting to respect each other. They both know that they are both at kill percent right now. Okay.
Oh, no. That's not it. He could have just dropped the C4. He could have just dropped the C4, and he went for up tilt, which didn't reach.
And who knows if that's going to bite Grape. Yes, it will.
God.
As Skittles closes it out, all he had to do was blow up the C4.
He left the trap there, and he himself forgot to use it. And now, Grape, you've got to be reeling from that one. You can tell the look on his face. He's not happy.
And you know, you don't want that. You don't want that type of tunnel visioning to really affect you there. You saw that they got locked into the projectile battle. Grape was so scared that he was going to get hit by one of those projectiles that he kind of was like, I have to keep stuffing him out with grenades. But when Skittles blundered so hard,
yeah,
the golden gates were open. All you had to do was just walk in. And
oh my God!
But it did happen. Got to keep the ball rolling after that. You're now on set point for Skittles and top 8 point for Skittles as well. So Grape needs to shake this off and get himself back into this game mentally if he's going to hope to even claw back the deficit that he's at right now.
I know, exactly. Skittles dodged multiple bullets and explosions.
Yes.
And honestly, like, really got lucky there that his opponent just kind of outplayed himself. Because that was a moment where, yeah, you make that mistake, and 99 times out of 100, you're going to get punished for that. But this is the one time, unfortunately, Grape has got to keep that composure in Game 4.
The parry not going to matter for Grape right there, just because of the multi-hit coming out and all this damage, but actually not going to be able to follow it up right there. Ooh, that was huge for Grape, but still managing to get some flicks in.
Right, but Grape looking for some of these back airs. He was getting the connections earlier, and now I'm worried because now we break the cipher, and just like that, it's a stock lead, and Skittles has the momentum swing.
And we've seen how well Skittles operates with momentum on dropped games or mistakes made. He is able to just keep pushing forward and forward and forward. I mean, we saw it earlier in the bracket during Skittles' last set as well, that Skittles is just so good at capitalizing where others make mistakes.
Yes, absolutely. Still going to get sent off, and finally we get a nice little read on the curling up of the Nikita. We do manage to find that one, and Skittles is going crazy. Able to drift back too. You've got to be kidding me, this character. The privilege.
This character has it, man.
Oh.
Who knew the best Link was going to end up being the young one?
Who knew? Who knew?
The Prodigy. Oh, that's
Right?
another stock right there.
Another one.
Oh,
No,
but he falls out.
He falls out. Brilliant.
But man, Skittles not skipping anything, not even worried about it. He's just going to keep the pressure going, keeping the ball rolling.
Okay, with the bomb too. Yep, perfect timing. That's going to be enough.
Alley-oop.
And yeah, the alley-oop, exactly. So that's going to be another stock here for Skittles. Grape has got to clock back and quickly.
And now the train that is Skittles is absolutely barreling out of control right now. Grape looking like Spider-Man trying to stop the train from going over the ledge, bro.
Oh my God. Carefully, he's a hero.
Carefully, but is this hero going to prevail? I don't know.
Oh, the drag down with a forward air one.
He's
going to be able to get
128.
the pop off the grenade too.
How did Grape get here so quickly? Last stock.
Challenged the down air with the up tilt and manages to get it. Grape at 130. He's making all of the risky calls that are paying off, but how long can it work, Fang?
Grape is going to have to find that X factor and dig deep somewhere inside of him to bring this game back. The win condition is lined up so favorably for Skittles right now. You can almost taste the victory right there.
Oh my God, I know. And now it's one more recovery that could get called out here. He's going to have to drop the Cypher. That's going to be the forward air, and that's going to do it. That's Skittles with a 3-1, making it into top 8.
Is so composed as well, bringing the handshake out. And, you know, just another day at the office for Skittle, stone cold, but really good stuff to Grape. Being, you know, a lot of Canada really not here this weekend, but Grape came through. Grape really showed up. 9th place,
Absolutely.
nothing to scoff at for
And
Grape.
Canada should absolutely be proud, right? Was the highest placing Canadian in this bracket, came all the way down, and obviously it was well worth it. Made his country proud, made his community proud. So congratulations and good stuff to Grape for making 9th here at Riptide 2022. Yeah. And congratulations to all of those who we won't be seeing in top 8, but easily could have been there.
That's right. And we have, I believe, our top 8 fully locked in right here. We are going to be seeing Zamba and Tilde, the #1 and #2 in New York. Man, New York really showed up this bracket, but only 2 of them surviving right here. Zamba versus Tilde, the first winner's side. We have Jake taking it over Louis Money and Peebnut taking it over Grape to punch his ticket into winner's side as well. Kurama beating Sharp to make it in. Apollo Kage taking out Sinji to make it here. Louis Money taking out his teammate Sen to make it into top 8. And Skittles just taking out Grape. So we have our top 8 fleshed out. And what a top 8 this is going to be, honestly.
What a top 8 this is going to be. Now, if you don't know, I'm gonna gush a little bit. The people who are casting top 8 are the best people in the world.
True.
Lyric and Script absolutely deserve this spot, and we are so proud of them, and you are going to have an amazingly great time with them. So you are going to be in good hands, but that's it for us.
Yep.
Obviously, Fang, where can they find you?
Guys, you can find me on twitter.com or pretty much on Twitter at fan9s. Tweet me pictures of your pets. DM me funny things that I said on commentary or horrible things that I said on commentary.
Sure.
And I hope you guys really enjoyed the casting. It means a lot to, I speak for honestly all the casters here that weekend that finally got an opportunity to show their stuff at the majors. Guys, tournament organizers, please consider hiring all the casters who did this event for more events. You know, we all deserve our shots as well. And I think, honestly, I can speak for everyone when I say they all did a really phenomenal job this weekend. But you can find me on Twitch, on TikTok, on YouTube, you know, Fang Smash, pretty much just anywhere. But guys, that's going to be it for me. And Nerf, where can they find more of your lovely stuff?
You can find me at NerfCast on Twitter. I always like to talk about Smash, you know, obviously, because I'm here, you know. But I mean, I love to talk about Smash with anyone else, you know. I'm big in my local scene, so it's like I really, really love the hometown turf, and I'm so glad that MDVA was here to help and allow me to support them. Obviously, I am going back home, you know, after this, and we'll see what happens next. Obviously, there's a couple more events that you know, you might just see me at. So, you know, follow me for all of that stuff, and of course, constructive criticism if you got it.
Hell yeah.
And I just want to shout out like everyone who was able to make this possible. Like you know, Mike, Ren, all of you, like Aiden. I love all of you. You're all are really cool, and I'm very happy that that I got to be here. Thanks to all of you and to everyone else. Josh the TO. Like man, there's so many people I could thank.
Big team behind.
But
Riptide.
we wasted enough of your time. Let's prepare for top 8. It's going to be a fiery one, and thank you all for supporting. We will see you on the other side.
Love y'all.